Hello viewers, in the previous video we have discussed about the static electricity, how the materials get electrically charged and some basic phenomena. Today we will discuss about electrostatics. Electrostatics is all about immobile static electrical charges. At first we will see the creation of charged body. We will take two bodies. From the previous video, we knew that charging of a body is related to the transfer of electrons. Let's say one electron is transferred from body A to body B. So there is an excess of electron in body B. As a result of it, it will get negatively charged. The amount of charge will be equal to the charge of electron, that is minus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Body A has one deficiency of electron, so it will get positively charged, and the amount of charge will be equal to the charge of electron, but its nature will be positive. Now, if another electron is transferred to the body B, the amount of charge will be twice of the charge of electron, that is minus 3.2 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Same thing will happen for the body A. The net charge of body A will be twice of the charge of electron, that is 3.2 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb of positive charge. So the charging of a body is nothing but the transfer of electrons. This leads to a basic property of electrostatics. Let's explain this phenomena with more detail. Let's say you have gone to the market with your sister and you bought a delicious laddu for her worth rupees 2. Now you can pay the amount with two 1 rupee coins to the seller. Perfectly fine. But this amount with less than 1 rupee currency will not be granted. That's because 1 rupee is a minimum payable currency in India. Anything less than 1 rupee has no value. The same thing applies for the charge also. The charge less than the charge of electron cannot exist. The charge of electron is equal to the charge of proton, that is plus minus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Any charge value less than the charge of electron or less than the charge of proton, that is less than plus minus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb, cannot exist. So we have to keep in mind that charge value less than the charge of electron cannot exist. Now we will do some little maths to explain this theorem. Find how many electrons are in these charges. Number 1, 3.2 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Number 2, 5.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. And number 3, 1 coulomb. So number of electrons in charge 3.2 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb is the amount of charge divided by the charge of one electron, that is 3.2 into 10 to the power minus 19 by 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19, that is equal to 2. So it consists of 2 electrons. As the number of electrons in this charge is positive integer, this charge can exist. So 3.2 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb is equivalent to 2 electrons. Now number of electrons in the charge 5.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb is 5.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 by 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19, that is equal to 3.5. So the charge 5.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb consists of 3.5 electrons. 1, 2, 3 and 1 half electron. But sadly this charge cannot exist. As the number of electrons are not a positive integer in the charge 5.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb, this charge cannot exist. Now we will find the number of electrons in 1 coulomb charge. So 1 by 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19, which equal to 625 into 10 to the power 16 number of electrons. So 1 coulomb charge consists of this amount of electrons. Quite a huge number. Coulomb is the SI unit of charge. So we knew that every possible charge is a multiple of charge of electron. That is Q equal to N into E. N is the number of electrons in the charge. It is always positive integer. E is the charge of electron, which is 1.6 into 10 to the minus 19 coulomb. This property of charge is called the quantization of charge. It means the minimum charge that can exist is the charge of electron. Now we will find the force between 2 point charges. Let's take 2 point charges, Q1 and Q2. These charges does not seem to be point charges, but we have to assume that these are the point charges. The distance between them is r. Now the Coulomb's law leads to the equation the magnitude of the electrostatic force is F equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q1 Q2 by r square, where epsilon is the permittivity of the medium. The force will act along the straight line joining them. The value of the force will be equal and opposite for both the charges. Now we will find the force on Q2 due to Q1. If you look Q1 from Q2, we will assume that Q1 is acting force on Q2. So Q1 will be act as a source of the force. So Q1 is called the source charge. Now if it is assumed the charge of Q2 is very less compared to the Q1, then Q2 will be negligibly small and it will not disturb Q1. Then Q2 will be called as a test charge. Now force on Q2 created by Q1 is F equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q1 Q2 by r square. More about the permittivity epsilon in this equation will be covered in the upcoming videos. Now if we take Q2 as unit charge, that is Q2 equal to 1, the force acting on Q2 will be F equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q1 into 1 by r square. That is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q1 by r square. This force is called the electric field generated by the charge Q1. So electric field by a charge at a distance of r is defined as the force acting on a unit positive test charge at a distance of r from the source charge. So electric field generated by the charge Q1 at a distance of r is E equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q1 by r square. The field will get stronger near the source charge. The field can be also increased by increasing the value of the source charge. The force on a unit charge will be equal to the electric field. So the force on charge Q2 will be F equal to Q2 into E. So I think you have got some basic knowledge about electrostatics. If you want to know more about basics, you can check out my previous 2 videos. If you like this video, you can support me by giving a like, share with friends and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to add the bell icon for the latest notifications. Thank you.